Let's go, I believe. Hold on, let me see. I mean, there's always that delay, of course,
Yeah.
on the YouTube side. So let me see if it actually starts on YouTube. It doesn't show it started yet, but let me maybe if I reload it. Oh, I just got notified. I mean, there's always that delay, of course. There we go. We are live, and it sounds good to me. So that's great. Let's roll the intro, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
All right.
Hold
That's the intro. I always keep my intro short and sweet so that we can get
on.
right
Damn, that was
into
like
the.
the five line intro.
It's literally just like a little a music intro and then it comes in.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, because
It's pretty
you're doing
short.
the technical stuff. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
doing the
yeah.
research stuff.
Yeah, we can't hear it, but anybody watching right now on the live stream, they can hear it.
Can you still see
So,
me fine?
huh?
Can you still see me fine?
Oh yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
Okay, because I have my browser open just in case I need to research something about the DCEU.
No, you're good. It looks good. Yeah,
Okay.
so Alex and I are back. You know what's crazy, Alex? We have not done a live stream in a long time. I actually looked the other day. It's been a long time.
Because I was gonna say the last video we filmed hasn't been out yet.
Well,
He's working on that right now.
we filmed two videos that aren't out
Oh
yet.
yes,
We have
because
two.
movie Man Monday Flash movie that
Yep,
was in September, and
that's right.
then the zoo was that July or August?
It was August, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, because I think it was the first week of August.
Right. But in
Okay.
terms of our classic
Right.
live streams, which we're doing tonight, the last time we did a live stream together was 7 months ago, May 25th of last year. And it was,
What
ironically,
did we do?
the end of the Arrowverse. It was when Flash ended.
Oh yes.
It's ironic. We keep doing live streams on funerals. Like we did the
Yep.
Arrowverse, now we're doing the DCEU. I'm gonna be honest, I'm missing the Arrowverse more than I'm missing the DCEU. But you know what? We're gonna get into all of that with this stream tonight on the DCEU. Talk about the movies
Hey,
we loved,
Marvel
the movies we thought were mid, and the movies we didn't really like. It's gonna be fun.
side note. Uh Echo came out from Marvel yesterday. I watched all 5 episodes. It is a good show.
Really, it looked good from the
Really good.
trailers. But
Really
you
good.
know what else looked good from the trailers? Now I can't say this fully because I haven't seen it, but Secret Invasion had looked pretty good to me when I saw the trailer, but I didn't watch the
I'll let
show.
you figure that out on your own.
I heard it was bad though.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Hmm. Okay. But
No, but it had its good parts. It had Samuel Jackson actually as a main character was decent.
that's what I've heard, and I mean he was always good in my mind. So, but yeah, it's good
Anyways, let's
to.
talk about the DCU. Let's not talk about the MCU.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's good to be back with you, Alex. It actually hasn't
It's
been
good to
that
be here.
long. Now, it's been 7 months since we did a live stream together, but I've done two live streams since. I did one with actually Dominic. I did one with Dom in October, I think, September, October, around that time, where we talked about all the Saw movies, even though he hadn't seen like any of them, which was fun. And then, uh, and then a week or two ago, I did a live stream with Timmy, uh, and we ranked all of our videos that we had done together, which was that went really well. So that was good. And Timmy and I are going to react to a rom-com together, for a Movie Man Monday. I asked Tim, I said to Timmy in the live stream, I said, Timmy, would you want to do a movie reaction together? And he was like, yeah. I was like, what movie would you want to do? And he told me what one of his favorite movies was. And I was like, okay, I've never seen it, so we can check it out. I don't remember what it's called, but it is a rom. Oh no, I don't even think it's a comedy. I think it's just a romantic movie. I don't know, but but nevertheless, yeah. So that'll be coming. Movie Man Monday started this week, which was exciting. The first one
Good.
that came out was my parents and I reacting to Sinister, which was a fun movie. Have
I
you
saw that
seen?
one pop up. I watched like 5 minutes of it.
Appreciate it. Have you seen Sinister before?
No, I'm not a
Oh,
horror guy. I think we both know that.
okay. Well, see, then I'm glad you were able to watch 5 minutes of it because you haven't seen the movie. I wouldn't expect you to watch it, because you haven't seen the movie. Um,
No, sometimes I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. And right now it's doing it's doing good. It's doing good, which is great. Thank you everybody who's watched that video. And if you haven't watched it and you want to go check it out, please feel free to go do that. Because I am uploading movie reactions every Monday, and it's gonna be a blast. I've got a bunch of good movies coming up. Next week's is a banger movie. Like I thought Sinister was like I think I gave it like a 6 out of 10. I didn't really think the movie was that amazing. I think it was okay, but it wasn't like great. The next movie next week, oh my gosh, this next movie is probably one of my favorite movies. Like it was so good. Have you seen? Oh no, we talked about it. We talked about it. I don't want to say what the movie is yet because I kind of want to. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a little thing on my community page where I like put out like a I don't know like a quit like not a like a riddle that people can like play along with to figure out what the movie is for the week.
Okay.
Could be
Ooh.
fun, could be fun because I haven't like said what movies are coming when, and so it could be fun to do that. But it's
I
actually
don't even know.
I'll give the riddle right here for anybody watching this. The riddle or not the riddle. This will be the clue. The clue is it's an action comedy. It's an action comedy. Don't guess, Alex, because I have told you and it's the only action
I don't
comedy.
remember. You're gonna have to tell me after all this is over.
Okay, okay. It's an action comedy, and it's a very, very popular movie from what I've heard. And it's one of three. It's a trilogy. So, yeah. But it's very good.
Wait, is it what I think it is?
Probably. It probably
The
is what
one
you think it
that
is.
the one that I love so much?
Maybe. Wait, text me right now. Text me right now. And I'll just say yes or no. I'll say yes or no. But I think you do know it. Um, okay. Let's see. No, it's not that. I've not watched that.
Oh,
I haven't
text
seen
me
it
what it
yet.
is.
All right. Yeah, that's okay.
Ah,
Yeah, banger movie.
ah,
Absolute heat. It's a good movie.
I
My
see.
my brother what was that? My brother had recommended me the movie. And technically, if anybody watches this and can put the pieces together, I did already announce that the full length reaction to this is on my Patreon already. So technically, it's pretty clear. Like there's only like two movies it could be, or three movies it could be. But like whatever. If you know it, you know it. I'm gonna from here on out, I'm gonna not like say like, oh, full length reactions out already until like the week of or something. Cause I do like the idea of maybe doing some clues to guessing like what the movie of the week is. And I don't know if I should say this yet, but if anybody's watching this stream I mean, it's not going to be everybody. I'm also going to start reacting to TV shows soon. I told you about this already.
Yep.
Probably depending on how I feel after the live stream here ends, I'm actually going to start with a show. And I think I could. Nah, yeah, I'm just going to say because it's not a movie. I'm going to be watching Smallville for the first time, and I got a recording ready of episodes 1 through 4 yesterday. So tonight, after the live stream, I'm planning to watch maybe all four of the first episodes. So I'm excited to dive into that show, and we're gonna have it come out, I believe, on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. So that's exciting. Um, but yeah, mainly because I want to watch Smallville, and I was gonna only have it on Patreon, but someone commented the other day on my Sinister video, or actually not on my Sinister video, on my YouTube short, announcing Sinister, that they were like, I want to see you grow as a YouTuber, so in order for the algorithm to really pick you up, you really got to do more than just one video a week. And so I was like, yeah, you're probably right, but I'm
Yeah.
I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to do that. But I'll do it because I do want to grow and I appreciate the comment. So we'll do that. But anyways, tonight we are going to be talking about the DCEU. Now that we got all those announcements out of the way, we're going to be talking about all of these movies. We're actually going to tier rank them, and I can't wait to tell you the categories because I made them customly, or I customized them specifically with quotes from a couple DC movies in these DC movies to describe whether it's a good movie or a bad movie. And I think I came up with some good tiers, but I know you want to say something, so go ahead and say it.
Speaking of announcements, can I make one announcement to the people in live stream land?
Go ahead.
Guys, just because my name is on Jeffrey Epstein's list doesn't mean I did anything bad with him. I just need financial help. I just want to say that because I know the Stephen Hawking thing very bad. I didn't do that stuff, okay?
What
I didn't
did
know what was happening half the time on that island.
um when okay. What any you just gonna drop a bomb like that? You got anything like what happened then? What happened?
What do you mean? Oh, I just was financial issues. I went to Jeff Epstein for help. I didn't know that he was doing that stuff. I went to the right guy, I guess. And I don't know why they brought me up. Like they threw me under the bus.
Oh, all right. Well,
Imagine getting a cabbage thrown at you at work. A cabbage. Who carries a cabbage?
yeah, I don't know. Beats me. I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Haha,
Anyways,
see what I did
let's
there?
just get into this. This is making me a little upset. It's making me lose my hair.
Oh
Look,
my.
I had a full head of hair this morning. Now look at it.
It's crazy because like oh, I don't remember how much hair what your hair looked like in the last live stream we did, but I mean 7 months
It was.
ago, like I don't know, man.
I look like a sea merchant. Anyway, let's just
Yeah,
get this thing going.
let's get into the thing. Also, if you guys can see below us, are a bunch of links to Instagram, TikTok, uh, Patreon. I even have a link to a Reddit page that I don't use. But if we want to start growing a Reddit page, go send some stuff over there. Go join my Reddit page. But mainly like Patreon and Instagram, like that'd be great for you guys to come follow us or follow me over there and TikTok too. That'd be cool. Anyways, yeah, we'll get into it now. Enough plugging stuff. All right. And yes, please like, share, and subscribe. That would be fantastic. Okay. Uh anyways, I do have also before we get into this, I do have the chat up. So if anybody is here and wants to say hi, please say hi. We don't always have a lot of people watching us live. I know a lot of people like to watch this on playback, and fully love all the people watching this on playback. Some of our live streams are, well, they usually do pretty freaking well. So shout out to all of you guys who watch this on playback. But if you are here live, we want to know you're here. So chime in, say something, say what's up. Unless you're Alex's friends, because I know a lot of Alex's friends tend to say some things I have to block. So, stay PG, all right? Stay PG for me.
I don't think we'll have to worry.
Okay, okay. I just remember that one stream that it was you, me, and wait, was it just you and me? Or who was
I
all
think it was you and me, but I know there was one time you, me, and Jacob, and they tried to say stuff. I
Yeah,
remember they did say some stuff.
it was wild. So hopefully we don't repeat that. But all right. Anyways, so yes, as you guys can see, next to us is the tier list. We have all of the movies in there, all however many movies, I don't even know. Um, and we got a bunch of tiers. We got a bunch of different tiers. Now, I know Alex, you probably can't see this, so I'm gonna tell you what the tiers are. The bottom
Okay.
tier, the worst of the worst tier, is called Martha. Um,
Why'd you say that name?
Exactly. Exactly. So that is the worst tier. We got Martha. Second to the bottom is some kind of Suicide Squad. That's the second to the bottom, just because of, like, come on, guys. What was that line?
Wait. I have a question about some clarification.
Okay.
Is the Suicide Squad in this or no?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Um, The middle tier was gonna be something else. It was, I think originally I actually had some kind of Suicide Squad as the middle tier, and the second to bottom was Not Impressed, which was when Superman shows up in the Snyder Cut and says, Not impressed. But I was like, nah, that's too generic. So I moved some kind of Suicide Squad to the second bottom, and then the middle tier is now called Captain Sparkle Fingers, which is what Fred, which is what Freddy wanted to call Billy. So yeah, Captain Sparkle Fingers. Then the second to the top tier is called My Man from Jason Momoa's Aquaman. And then the top tier, best of the best, is 1% chance. If there's a 1% chance he goes evil, we have to take him down. Like, it's from Batman v Superman, which
Yeah,
ironically I don't is not making it into that tier. Ironically.
I
Um,
don't. I don't even think there's gonna be at least 5 movies in that tier.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so either. That's why I called it 1% chance, because there's a 1% chance of most of these movies making it to that tier. So,
Does the Snyder Cut count as its own thing? Or are we doing the Justice the Justice League?
yes, it does. I brought it in. I put it in there as well. Um,
Because those are like technically those are two separate movies. One's up here and one's like down here.
yeah, I know. So it is included though. It is in here.
Everyone, I
Um,
mean, everyone knows the Justice League is up here, and then Snyder Cut's all the way down.
yeah, yeah. So, well, without further ado, I think we just jump right into it. Starting off with the first one that came out in 2013 that started all of this. We got Man of Steel. I have not seen this movie in a long time. But my memory when it comes to these movies is like a steel trap. I remember this movie pretty well. And I think I'd be happy with either Captain Sparkle Fingers or My Man. What are your thoughts on Man of Steel?
I do like it. It is a different. I mean, it's kind of the same take though on Superman, but I do like it because it's kind of like, oh, hmm, which one's higher again, My Man or Captain Sparkle Fingers?
My Man is above Captain Sparkle Fingers. Captain Sparkle Fingers is the middle tier.
I'd have to put in My Man because it's very decent. I do like the take on what they do with Zod, and I do like that they don't make Lex Luthor the first villain in the movie, like they always do.
True. Every Superman movie other than that one is
Of
like
course,
Lex
yeah,
Luthor. It's crazy.
because Superman from the '70s, Lex Luthor
Oh,
shows
shut
up.
up, Echo. Sorry, hold on. My Echo is being annoying. I'm unplugging her. Okay. That's enough of her.
Wow.
Anyways, sorry, what were you saying?
I know Superman '78. I think that's the year it came out. Could be wrong, but
No, you're right. You're right.
okay. So yeah, Superman '78. Guess who the villain is? Lex Luthor. Guess who shows up in the sequel for Brit? Lex Luthor.
Yep.
Guess who shows up in the fourth movie? Lex Luthor.
Yep. He really. And
Guess who
then
shows up in Superman Returns in 2006?
Lex
And the
Luthor.
villain, Lex Luthor, but it's played by Kevin Spacey.
Yes,
It's
it
like, wow,
is.
wow, we flipped this time. Instead of Gene Hackman, we're using Kevin Spacey.
Crazy. Changed up the actor. And then Batman v Superman, we got Riddler. Oh, I'm sorry. Lex Luthor. Um,
He was in that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know. He just has
uh,
long hair and Jesse Eisenberg, which is kind of weird.
so sad because I actually like Jesse Eisenberg, but we'll get to that one in a second.
Different,
So, all right,
different take on him. I like it.
we'll throw Man of Steel and My Man because I agree with you. I like Zod. I love Henry Cavill as Superman. He was my
Yes, he
favorite.
is.
He was my favorite Superman for a while. And then to be fair though, he was the only one I had really seen. It was just him, and I had seen Tyler Hoechlin on Supergirl because Superman and Lois didn't exist yet. And so that was all I knew, and so he
And
was
oh,
easily the best. Then I went back and watched Christopher Reeve. Love Christopher Reeve. I watched Brandon Routh, thought he was great. And then I saw Superman and Lois, where Tyler Hoechlin totally redeemed himself. Just had to
Does it
quote
again.
Dumb and Dumber. But yeah, and
I
then
don't think he had to redeem himself. He just had to show his worth even more.
right, he had to get better writers.
Yeah. He had
But
to get off
yeah,
Supergirl. Sorry, Supergirl.
yeah, exactly. So Man of Steel, yeah, I like it. It's fun. It's good. So my man. Now let's move on to Batman v Superman. One might argue the movie that destroyed the DCEU.
Uh, I can tell you for a fact it did destroy the DCEU. It jumped the gun.
That's ironic. The gun,
It,
James
it-
Gunn.
no,
He hadn't
no,
come in yet. He hadn't come in yet.
he wasn't a threat yet.
No, no, yeah. What?
Technically, he was up and coming. He wasn't a threat. No, Batman v Superman came out literally the same year Civil War came out.
It's true. It's true.
Like, are we really pushing this? Like, I mean, we get it. We know Batman's origin story. Oh, his
Indeed.
parents are dead. His parents got killed by a robber, a burglar. But it's
And
like,
he has this whole training montage where he's getting ready to fight Superman. He plans everything out. He's like, I have to beat him. 1% chance. And then we have the same mommy? What? We're best friends. Let's
I
go.
wonder, wow,
And then we got Lex
Nora.
Luthor, who's hyped up on some kind of substance. Um, I don't know, man.
I
That was
remember Martha Allen.
Martha. Martha Allen.
Yeah, yeah, Martha Allen, Martha Lane, Martha Luther, Martha
Everyone's
White, Martha
everyone's
Pennyworth,
mom is named
Martha Prince,
Martha. Yep. Martha Curry.
Martha Stone.
Yep, yep. Which
Who else
was
am I? Who else am I missing?
Martha
Mm,
Luther probably.
I already had that one.
Oh, did you? I missed that. I missed that one.
Yeah, you're
Uh
good. Martha Olson. Sorry,
oh yeah, Martha Olson. Oh, speaking of
Martha.
Jimmy Olsen being an FBI agent who gets killed off at the beginning of Batman v Superman. Amazing.
That was weird.
Who thought that? Who thought that? What's wrong with Jimmy
Oh,
Olsen?
Martha Lang.
I don't want to get too far into this, but what's wrong with Jimmy Olsen just being a uh like 5 foot nerdy ginger? Like what's wrong with that? What's wrong with
You know
that?
it is also.
Why
You
does
know
he
it's
gotta
also
be
weird.
why does he gotta be changed into some big buff guy who's a ladies' man, then also changed into some big buff FBI agent who gets killed? Why can't he just be the nerdy little guy? James Gunn, thank you. We haven't seen Superman Legacy yet, but I've already seen the casting of Jimmy Olsen, and that, my friends, is Jimmy Olsen. So shout out to James Gunn for that.
That is, yes, that is like the Jimmy Olsen, the
Bro,
Jimmy Olsens of Jimmy Olsens.
he is the comic
No, so
character brought to real life, literally.
I'm looking at the cast list right now. So you know the guy that he played Orm in Aquaman.
Yeah,
He's the president of the United States in Batman v Superman.
he is?
Yep. It says additionally Jeffrey Dean Morgan was Thomas Wayne, if you don't remember. Laura Cohen was Martha Wayne. Patrick Wilson, who later played Orm Maris slash Ocean Master in Aquaman and sequel, portrays the President of the United States in a voice role.
Oh. Oh, that's weird.
So
I
it's not
didn't
like
know
he,
that.
but he's man. The DCU loves to recycle, and we're only at movie 2
Oh, but bro,
because
but
they do it even more.
movie 2, it was like shoving 4 movies into one movie. It was ridiculous.
Oh no, I'm saying this is their second movie in the universe, and they're like, they do it again. They do it again in another movie, and 2 movies actually. It's an Aquaman, and then it's in Shazam. I'll let you figure it out, but you'll put the pieces together.
Shazam? Are we
Yep,
talking
it's in
about
the first. It's actually in the first Aquaman and the 2 Shazams.
like an actor used more than once?
Yeah, and it's a main actor in Shazam, basically. Well, in the second one,
Are we talking about
he's in.
oh, he.
I
Oh,
think I know you. You know who it is.
do I?
Oh yes.
In Shazam 2?
So in the first one, in the first Shazam, he's not as important to the story, but in the second one, he is, and he kind of does a face swap with somebody.
Oh. Oh, the wizard.
Yeah. So the wizard's also an Aquaman, but he doesn't play the wizard. He plays. Who does he play?
I didn't know he was in Aquaman.
The wizard plays. Hmm, it's not popping up for me. Huh.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't know he was in Aquaman though.
Yep, he is an Aquaman.
Was he? I'm sure he was like a voice or something for one of
Oh,
the.
he was the fisherman king.
Oh, that's. I think that's like a creature. I don't think that he was probably a voice or something.
He's a voice. I mean, it's kind of the same thing that what's his face does. What's his name? Crap, I'm thinking. Patrick Wilson did.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean,
All right. Anyway, let's go. Let's go back. My fun facts are probably confusing people right now.
all right. Batman v Superman. Where are we thinking? Are we thinking? Um, are we thinking Martha, like bottom tier? We thinking
No,
some
definitely
kind
not.
of Suicide
Definitely not.
Squad?
Yeah, the Suicide Squad. I mean, it does have its good parts, like the fight at the end. That was good.
Sure. Yeah, that was cool. I don't know. I feel like I've never been more disappointed though, leaving a superhero movie, because I had high hopes for it, and then I left
Oh, I
it.
did too. I remember I was telling my family like, guys, this is gonna be so good.
Yeah, and then it wasn't,
And then I
unfortunately.
was laughing when I dude, I remember specifically my grandma took me to see it with my sister. I don't know why my sister came along. I remember, dude, when the explosion at the Capitol happened, I was just laughing for some reason.
God.
Like I don't know why. My grandma was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "It's so bad."
Oh yeah. Yeah, because the judge or whatever gets like a thing, like a jar of.
Oh, I think it was a senator from Kentucky or something.
Oh, is it a senator? Yeah, she gets like the jar of
Yeah,
pee
she was a
from.
senator, and like I remember all.
Oh, did you cut out?
Okay, that's weird because it doesn't even say Zack Snyder didn't write. Zack Snyder didn't write Man of Steel or Batman v Superman, so
No,
huh.
he just
But Christopher
directed.
Nolan, yeah, but he did write Justice League
Oh,
and
did
Wonder
he?
Woman.
He wrote Wonder Woman?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
interesting.
wrote Wonder. So it says for Man of Steel screenwriters, David S. Goyer, and then story by David S. Goyer and Christopher Nolan. So Christopher Nolan, that's why Man of Steel is actually decent.
Yeah, I knew that one. I remember that one.
And then for the Batman v Superman, Chris Terrio and David S. Goyer wrote both the screenwriters and the story.
Huh. Interesting.
And then Suicide Squad just has one guy, but we'll find out. And then did you know that Christian Bale was supposed to like be Batman, but he was like, no, I died.
Yeah, I did know that. I remember that. Hmm. I can't even imagine. Um, but okay, cool. So yeah, Batman v Superman, personally had a not great experience myself watching it in theaters. I have come around to it a little bit more as I've rewatched it. Now I haven't rewatched it in a long time, but as I've watched it again and again, I've grown to like Ben Affleck's Batman. I know a lot of people love him. He's never really been my personal favorite or a Batman I like that much. Um, and I also just didn't really like the whole rushing to Superman's death and all that. And I've never really I didn't really like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I love Jesse Eisenberg as an actor, but he was just so severely miscast as Lex
Oh
Luthor.
yeah,
And
100%.
it was just kind of frustrating because Lex Luthor is such a huge character in the DC universe that it's just kind of
Oh yeah,
it's just
it's
disappointing.
like him and Joker. Like he's literally Superman's arch nemesis,
Exactly.
and Joker's Batman. Reverse Flashes. Uh, Flash. Cyborg is
Cyborg doesn't really have a
uh,
arch.
Cyborg is I think Walter Amada.
Oh my god, that was good. That was good. Um,
Uh, Wonder Woman is
I mean,
I
Wonder
think
Woman
Ares.
technically is. It could be Ares. It could be Cheetah. I know a lot.
Is
A lot of times in like the cartoons, it's like
the box office.
Cheetah. But yeah, the box office. No, that's Harley Quinn's enemy, unfortunately. Um,
Yeah.
but anyways, yeah. So Batman v Superman, I've come around to it a little bit. I think it is better than I thought originally. But it is still like not great. Where we're like Man of Steel. The first time I watched Man of Steel, I liked it. So it was just one of those things. But speaking of movies that have changed for me, Suicide Squad, the first one. When I first watched it in theaters, thought it was actually pretty good. The more I've watched it, the more I've realized it is not that great.
When
Um,
I got so I just realized I have a fun story for like every single movie on this list.
okay, what's your fun story with Suicide Squad?
So I begged my stepbrother to take me to go see this, and he said, "Okay." And then after the movie was over, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry you had to watch that." Like
Oh,
I begged him. I begged him. And this was when we were freshmen.
yeah, I know. This is so long ago.
That's crazy. That was 8 years ago.
I know.
Man,
You know what's
I
even
still look the same.
crazier? You know what's crazy, guys? This channel, Movie Man channel, wasn't even a thing yet. It's crazy.
When is your 5 year anniversary?
My five, I have no idea. When did I start my channel? Let me look. Let me look.
Because I
Oh no,
remember
I
we
know,
did
I know.
something.
My first video was in 2016.
Oh man. We gotta throw a party. We gotta get everyone together.
Yeah, my first video was a movie review for Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh
Crazy.
my
It
god.
was in
Oh yeah,
December.
that was 7 years ago.
It was in December. It was like the end of the year. So it was after Suicide Squad had come out. So actually, Wonder Woman was the first movie that when my channel was actually active, but I didn't do a movie review on any of these DC movies until Aquaman 1, which
Oh,
Reed and I did together. We did a movie review for it. But we'll
he's up.
get to that one. We'll get to that one because I have uh I love that one. But yeah, so Suicide Squad, yeah, I mean it ruins the best one of the best DC villains being that being the Joker with his
Oh, don't even get me started.
horrible take on the character. Like Curtis showed me a TikTok the other day of a clip of Joker from that movie, and I actually forgot how bad he was. Like I know he's bad, but I forgot how bad. He showed me a video, and it was like him in the strip club or whatever, and
Yeah.
he has this little scene where he says like "honka honka" or something like that. And I was like, oh gosh, no, that's so bad. Oh gosh, I can't believe that actually was a thing. Like it was so bad. It was so bad, and I like the only good thing that came out of this movie was the cast. Other than Jared Leto. Other than Jared Leto. The rest of the cast was so good. It gave us Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, which was incredible.
But
Um,
it ruined the Joker. Like it destroyed so it basically said, "Hey, remember Heath Ledger's Joker? We're gonna basically take a brand new Joker and just blow it up." That's what they did. Because
yeah,
why would you have the Joker involved with the Suicide Squad? Because the Joker would never get caught to do that stuff.
right. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, my main issues with the Joker in the movie are just the take on him, like the whole all the tattoos and the grill and just Jared Leto's performance, his weird performance. Like I didn't really like it. I didn't vibe with it. His involvement with the squad in the sense of coming after Harley and taking her out of
Yeah,
it.
he just wants Harley. He doesn't want to do. He has nothing to do with Deadshot. He has nothing to do with Croc. He has nothing to do with Sunspot, I think. Enchantress.
Yeah,
No,
like
he just wants his girl.
yeah, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that. It's like this sounds bad, but I'm saying what I'm about to say, I'm saying in the sense of it's from Joker's perspective. He views Harley as his property. And that sounds bad, but that's what the Joker probably
But
thinks,
no, I
right?
agree with you on that.
And so
Here's the funny thing.
he sees it as Amanda
For
Waller using his stuff. And he sees that as disrespectful. So he comes after his stuff. So I don't mind that. What I mind is this horrible take on the Joker, where if you look at it, before every version of the Joker we have ever gotten, movies, TV shows, whatever, has been good. Jared Leto is the only one that has not been good, which is, I'm glad, but it's also crazy to think that they've only screwed up one time and it was in this. So, crazy, literally.
nah, so here's the funny part. You want to hear how they put the cast listing out?
How?
Starring Will Smith, Jared Leto, Margot Robbie, Joel Kinnaman, Viola Davis, Jai Courtney, Jay Hernandez. I don't even know how you say the guy that plays Killer Croc. I don't want to say something offensive. Ike
Fair.
Barinholtz, Scott Eastwood, and then Cara Delevingne. Like, why would you put Jared Leto second actor?
The only thing I can think of is maybe he was a bigger act. Like I mean,
They
just
probably gave him a lot of
because
money.
it's not like he's I mean he's probably one of the least main characters out of all those characters. But like I mean I know like there's been interviews with the director and the director said that there was a ton of Jared Leto cut from the movie, which,
Oh yeah, I heard there was like a huge cut.
a lot of times when I hear executives cutting a movie, like cutting stuff from a movie, I always think, "Oh, they're dumb. Like how could they cut that?" Whatever. But in this
Oh, this is
regard, I
interesting.
totally understand why they would cut as much of Jared Leto as they could. I totally understand that personally.
I found I already found two facts.
Okay, what's up?
So Scott Eastwood is the son of Clint Eastwood, but after working, so the director David Ayer originally wanted Shia LaBeouf for the character that Scott Eastwood played, but the studio was not interested in the actor because of all the stuff he's done. Wow, wow.
Interesting.
And then so originally the film was gonna have a revelation that Enchantress was being controlled by Steppenwolf, the main antagonist of Justice League, but this was scrapped after the Justice League story changed.
Ah, interesting.
That is a little weird.
Yeah, it is, because I don't know how Steppenwolf would have been controlling her, but hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mess. It was a mess back then. It's a mess still to
It
this
was just
day.
like, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't know what they were doing. But overall, it's not great. It's not great. But I don't. Is it Martha? Is it the worst? Because we definitely got to throw something in the bottom tier, just to even everything out. I feel.
We can. Yeah, there's definitely one movie that can go there, and it is coming up.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, and I think we might disagree, but we'll see. Okay, for now, I think we put Suicide Squad just because of the cast carrying and it still being an entertaining movie. I think we put it
Well,
in.
Harley Quinn alone was interesting.
Yeah, she was very good. So I think we put it in
First Harley Quinn on screen,
some kind of Suicide Squad for now. It'll
and it is crazy to
probably.
think about. So what do you think about it? Batman '89 came out. Harley Quinn wasn't a character at all.
I
Joker
know.
was his own thing.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Anyways,
She didn't exist till the 90s. But I think we put it at the bottom of the tier of some kind of Suicide Squad. And then it most likely by the end of this will move down to Martha. Because I will say over time, after watching them again a couple of years ago, Batman v Superman I think is a better movie easily than Suicide Squad. So it'll probably move down. But for now, I think we leave it in there and move forward. The next movie on the list, though, we got is Wonder Woman, the first one.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Um, I think this is a banger. This movie is actually really good.
Oh, it was, dude. It was a good one, like a
Yeah.
historical superhero movie. It was kind of a. It was kind of. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of giving off Captain America vibes, but in World War One.
Yeah, but it had its own spin. It had a different it was different in the sense that with Captain America, he was just your
But it was a
normal.
woman.
Well, I mean, yes, that is a difference, but I was gonna
I'm
say
kidding.
Captain America, he was a normal dude who was like, I just want to protect, I want to help my fellow man and women, and I want to help people. With Wonder Woman, it was like it was similar, but it was like I've always lived on this separated island with just women, and there's this whole unexplored world out there that I've never explored, and they're just at war with each other. I don't understand that. I want to learn about it, and then I want to help them. And I think that's a cool, like, I don't know, that's such a cool storyline. And then because she comes out, she comes off of her island to man's world in the heart of the World War. Like that's so
The
interesting. And
Great.
then
Sorry, the Great War. We can't spoil it for World War II yet.
sure. And then all the battles and stuff are really good, except for the final battle with Ares. But that's the one not good thing in the movie. Everything else is really good. Um, I really loved Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman in this movie. As someone who, and I'm gonna be honest here, this is just my opinion. When because I've seen so much superhero content. I've seen all of Supergirl, the TV show. I've seen all of well, I haven't seen all of Batwoman, but I've seen a lot of Batwoman. I watched Captain Marvel. I watched uh what was the other female superhero? Black Widow. I've seen the original Supergirl movie, etc.
Oh,
Yes, that is a bad movie. But anyways, I've seen all these female-led shows and movies, and something that I never love about these things, like I do love some of them, but something I never love is, and don't take this the wrong way, I'm trying to explain this in the best way possible, um, before anybody tries to bash me in the comments or anything like that. I'm just trying to say, like, my opinion. I feel like there are, I am fully supportive of female superheroes. I love a lot of female superheroes. I love Wonder Woman for one, but there's so many I love. And I want to see them done justice. And I feel like when the main focus of the character, when they're put in the limelight, is I'm a woman, and that is the only thing that the movie or show wants to say about them is it's a woman. I don't like that because is Batman cool because he's a man? No, he's cool because of his backstory, because of his goals, his fight against justice. Like his story is what makes him cool. And with this Wonder Woman movie, her story of being the princess of the Amazons, coming to man's world for the first time during the war to save mankind. That is a cool storyline. And that is what they focused on in this movie. And that's what made it cool. Where other movies, well, this wasn't a female led movie, but Avengers Endgame, where they have the big battle scene and they just happen to have some random
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
inserted female empowerment scene where it's just the female superheroes only with each other going after, having like a female empowerment scene. It's like it's so forced. It's not integrated in a smart or intelligent way, and it's just
No, it's
horrible.
just
It's just horrible. And it's like, can we not do that? Can we actually do something more intelligent here? Like why do we have to show just the women fighting together? Can't we just show the men and women together united as one humankind? Like I don't
like that's what the first Avengers did, and the second Avengers, and now we're having like whole scenes of women fighting. Like,
Yeah,
remember?
so it just gets under my skin, like, and not to mention the Flash episode, Girls' Night Out. Like, and to be fair, nobody likes
Oh
that. Nobody likes
God.
that though. So That got the hate it deserved. But like even that, like the whole
Yeah.
thing of like
Women.
high five, we're women. Like great that
Oh
you're
yeah.
happy. Like don't get me wrong. Okay, here when I say that though, it is great to be proud that you're a woman. That is totally fine. That is great. But in film and stuff, when it's written like that, it's so like it's just not intelligently written. You know, it should be more intelligent than that, and it just and in the movie we're talking about, Wonder Woman, it was. So I commend this movie for being the first impactful female superhero movie. Um, and in my opinion, the only one so far. I think it's the only good female-led superhero movie to date. Now I haven't seen the Marvels, but I doubt it. I
You're
seriously doubt.
saying Captain Marvel was bad?
Yeah, I didn't like Captain Marvel, so
Black Widow was bad?
yeah, that was bad because I like Black Widow and they ruined that movie. So
I'm kidding. I have to agree with you. You ready for Alex's fun fact about Wonder Woman?
yes, what is your fun fact about Wonder Woman?
So let's bring up a friend, a familiar friend. His name is Dominic Aratano.
Okay.
We get back from break, and that summer it was. Well, I gotta see what date this came out because I want to make sure like my story is like to the T.
Okay.
Okay, so it did come out in the summer. I said, "Hey Dom, see any good movies over the summer?" Because I think I saw Guardians and Spider Man, and I heard a 10-minute conversation about Wonder Woman from him. Ten
Okay.
minutes about how much he loved Wonder Woman.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he was joking because we know Dominic Aratano. Was he joking? He could have been.
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
know. So then I say, is there any other, would you want to rewatch it? And he said 100%. I would want to rewatch it 100%.
Oh, wow. That's great.
I don't know.
No, yeah, I think it's a
I
great
mean,
movie.
it was like he's still with us today.
I am fully down to put it. Well, actually, what tier? What tier do you think? Do you think it's like top tier material, or do you think?
Oh, 100. Yeah, it
Okay,
is,
okay,
dude. Let's do it.
all right, bet. Yeah, I
You
definitely think
probably thought
so.
it was going to be the low tier one for me.
Well, say that again.
The low tier one for me.
What? What?
You probably thought I want to put Martha. That one
Well,
is
no, no,
coming
no. I
soon.
just wasn't sure if it was gonna be like in the same like the second to the top with Man of Steel, or if we were gonna fully send it and put it in the top 1%.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I'm totally cool with that. I think it's easily one of the best movies to come out of this whole universe of
whole
movies.
universe.
Yeah, easily. All right, now we're gonna move on to the next one. We got a controversial, the most controversial movie in this entire franchise, and that is
And it isn't.
the theatrical cut of Justice League.
Sorry, I only know Justice League.
That is the other name it has been given. Yes, Justice League. What are your thoughts on Justice League?
I didn't like it. I did not like it.
That's fair. That's fair.
It literally felt like Avengers copy pasted.
Hmm.
I wonder why it felt like Avengers copy pasted, but it just
CG removed mustaches. Uh,
uh CG
uh,
removed mustaches.
what
I don't
else?
know. Random characters meeting like Commissioner Gordon meeting the Flash.
To be fair, that happens in the Snyder cut too. But yeah, no.
Oh yeah, but like it's actually good because like he just stares at Barry and then Barry runs off.
Yeah. I don't get me wrong. I don't hate Justice League as much as most people. In fact, I probably like it more than you like it. Mainly just because like this was the first movie that they made Henry Cavill really feel like the classic Superman. Like at the end of the movie when he shows up in the I know in the Snyder cut he shows up in the black and white suit, and that suit's really cool. But there was something special about him showing up in that in the red and blue, the red, blue, and yellow, and
At the end, yeah.
just being Superman. Like, because in the previous movies, he was always like more dark and, you know, that way.
Gritty.
But in this one, when he shows up after coming back from the dead, he's like your classic Superman. Like, I don't know. So I really enjoyed seeing Henry Cavill get to play the classic Boy Scout Superman. And
Yeah.
I mean there are good stuff. Like I don't think this is an awful movie. Um and I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's so much in it that was cut out. That was in the Snyder cut that should have been kept in. And I do look back and I'm like, why did they cut that? Um, but the main thing I love about the Justice League cut more than the Snyder cut is the Snyder cut. Snyder gave Wonder Woman this new theme song, and it annoyed the crap out of me. I hated it. Where in Justice League, it's the classic dun 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 dun. They just keep that theme,
Yeah. Oh
which
yeah,
I
that.
like that theme. So, um, although the amount of times she cameoed in 2023, I haven't loved it as much anymore. But um, at the time, I did like it a lot, and yeah, I don't know, and there wasn't as much slow mo in Justice League as there was in the Snyder cut. So like, there are elements of the Justice League cut that I like more than the Snyder cut. So personally, for me, I would probably put it in some kind of Suicide Squad. But if you want to put it in Martha, I'm okay with that too. Where
Yeah,
where
I
where do
don't.
you want to put it?
Martha. I have
Okay,
to say
that's
Martha.
fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna die on a hill. I'm not gonna die on a hill for the Justice League movie. Um, speaking of another movie, I know you're gonna. I know you were saying you. I think you were hinting at you really like this one. So we're on the Snyder Cut now, and with the Snyder Cut,
Oh, I like this one a lot better.
I I don't know. For me, I don't like it that much more than the Justice League cut. And I know that's crazy because most people are like, oh, it's miles better. I don't honestly think it is, personally. And I think that's because, one, it's 4 hours, and I just watched it again for the second time ever. And if I'm going to pick one of the Justice Leagues to watch, I'm gonna pick Justice League, and that might be crazy to say. And if anybody watches this, I might lose subscribers, and that's fine. But in my opinion, I'd much rather watch a 2 hour movie than a 4 hour movie. And I've never hated Justice League as much as most people do. And I know most people hate it because of the behind the scenes stuff. And that is awful what DC did. That's ridiculous. Like what they did is horrendous. Um but I never like outside factors I don't usually take into account when I'm watching a movie. I'm just watching the movie as the movie. And in
Yeah.
terms of a movie, I mean, yeah, there are things in Snyder's cut that I do like way more, but I I don't love it enough to watch 4 hours. Like I don't know. There's just a lot that I would cut out. Um, but then there's a lot that I would have kept in the Joss Whedon cut. I don't know. It is what it is. Personally, if I was just doing this on my own, I probably would have put Joss Whedon's cut in some kind of Suicide Squad, and I would have put Zack Snyder's Justice League in either Captain Sparklefingers or My Man. But where would you want to put? Where would you
I'd
if you were
put it
doing
in
this by
my
yourself?
man. My
Okay,
man for sure.
that's where I'll put it then, because I think that's. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I think it is good. I think the little bits of Dark Side are pretty cool because I love Dark Side. That's such a cool character in my opinion. I think I don't know. I mean, everything else is fine. I think so this is actually the one I watched most recently. I watched it like last week. And the thing I don't like in either cut Whedon's cut and Snyder's cut, it feels like Ben Affleck's Batman character just went he does a 180. In the previous film he was in, he was saying, "Oh, Superman, 1% chance, gotta kill him." But then in this movie,
And
he's
now he's
like,
working with Wonder Woman.
"Any chance we get, we gotta bring him back." And it's like, what? You were just saying you wanted to kill him. Now you want to bring him back? Like, I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Um, I don't know. Yeah. I also don't actually like Jason Momoa's take on Aquaman in this movie. I like him
No,
better. I like him better in Aquaman 1. Um, and actually looking back now, Aquaman 1 is the only take of Jason Momoa's Aquaman I liked. I didn't really like him in Justice League, and I don't like him in Lost Kingdom. Um, but
no, I
nevertheless,
feel like they're pushing like bro Aquaman. It's like bro Thor,
yeah, yeah. Well, we'll get to
but he's
that one.
actually
We'll get to that one when we get to that one. But overall, that's pretty much all I personally have to say on Snyder Cut of Justice League. Is there anything you want to say? What's your fun? Do you have a fun fact for either the Whedon cut or the Snyder cut?
that I put off on seeing the Whedon cut because I heard how bad it was, and then I only watched I watched the Snyder cut first,
You
and
watched
then
the
I watched the
oh,
and then I watched the Whedon cut, and I said I'm so glad I did not do that in the beginning.
interesting, interesting. Also, I guess one more thing I want to mention about these movies because I just remembered, I like the end credit scene of the Whedon cut more than the Snyder cut. The Snyder
What's
cut
this? What's the Whedon cut end credit scene?
The Whedon cut end credit scene, it's the Lex Luthor Deathstroke scene. It's the same
Okay,
scene, but in the Snyder cut, Deathstroke comes on his boat and he says, and Lex says to him, uh, "I know that Batman is Bruce Wayne," and that's the end credit scene is of the Snyder cut is Lex telling Deathstroke Bruce Wayne is Batman, which is fine.
what?
That's cool, I guess, but it's like whatever. Where the
And
Whedon cut.
we'll never get to see that happen.
Well, yeah,
Deathstroke
that
versus
that
Batman.
too. And then the Whedon cut, the ending of the Whedon cut is Deathstroke coming onto the boat and sitting down. He's like, "What do you want, Luthor?" And Lex says, he says something great, like something weird, but basically saying like, Superman's back and there's now this Justice League. But I think it'd be cool if we put together a league of our own. And it was setting up like an Injustice League, and that would have been so cool. So I don't know. I would have loved that, but so I like that ending more than I like just him telling Deathstroke Bruce Wayne's Batman. But either way, neither one is gonna come through, so it doesn't really matter.
No,
Um,
that's never gonna get seen again. They might maybe James Gunn might do something with it. Maybe might have whoever Nicholas Holt and whoever he has played Deathstroke do it.
yeah, maybe. I mean,
Who knows? Because
I'd
remember,
much rather see it with that casting than the
I
previous.
just remembered something that so for the Suicide Squad, I Idris Elba was supposed to play who Deadshot,
Yeah, I know. I
but
remember that.
James Gunn said no because I want Will Smith to come back in some way.
Yeah,
So he
I
gave
don't
him
know.
Bloodsport.
I don't remember if it was James Gunn saying I want Will Smith back. I feel like it was just in Will Smith's contract that said no one else could play the character because he
I
want
don't
something
I
like
don't
that.
think it is.
Was it actually James Gunn, you think?
No, yeah, I think it was because he was definitely he was supposed to play crap. I'm thinking Deadshot because I think that was in 2021.
Right.
All that so they were probably preparing for James Gunn to take over for a while
That's true. Hmm.
because James Gunn got fired from Disney, well, fired in 2018.
Right.
That's been 6 years.
Yeah, they were done
I
with
mean,
that.
just look at other stuff. Stuff is overnight just changed.
Isn't it crazy though? They fire him, then they bring him back, and in the last like year or two, in the last like 2 years, he's made the best movie for Marvel. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy that he directed Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
What?
Yep.
James Gunn?
No,
Oh, who?
I think. What was I thinking? I think James Gunn. He actually did. This is a MCU fact. He directed most of the like. I think he directed like most of the Stan Lee cameos that we saw in like 2017 and 2018.
Really?
That was him.
Huh.
He did. I think he did Doctor Strange. He did Guardians. He did Thor. He did Spider-Man: Homecoming, and I think he did Infinity War because I think he did five.
Oh,
I don't know.
interesting.
Maybe I just had a dream about it, but I don't know. I think he actually did.
Huh, interesting.
So
Um,
I'll let you sit on that. Think about it.
yeah, that is interesting. I just looked it up. Peyton Reed was the director of Ant-Man and the Wasp:
Oh,
Quantumania.
I know. I know. I was joking.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows that he actually directed the Marvels.
Hmm. Um, so okay, well, with the tier, um, cool. So Aquaman. We can move on to Aquaman. I personally love this movie. It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite, out of all of these movies. It's the one I could rewatch the most. They did the impossible. They did the impossible. They made the orange and green Aquaman suit live action and they made it look amazing. I did not think it was possible. I was a disbeliever. I thought I had heard before the movie came out. I heard they were planning to do the orange and green suit, and I was like, no way. I don't believe that. It's gonna be garbage.
Yeah, I was kind of sketchy. They like. I'm not gonna lie. They've nailed their like costumes for the Justice League.
True. But
The
also, not to
Flashes was.
mention
Oh
whoever the costume designers for Aquaman, like I can't believe they didn't win anything. Like if you look at Aquaman 1 and Aquaman 2 and look at the every character's costume, like look at Black Manta in the newest Aquaman movie. He looked incredible. He looked
yeah.
perfect. It was like who are the costume designers and how have they not gotten something? Like this is ridiculous. So, I don't
Well,
know.
because the people that run the award shows, they really want to focus on like the historical pieces, like Oppenheimer, Barbie.
Yeah, I know.
They
But it's
want to do
like,
that. Like,
come
oh,
on. That look
it's a
these
superhero.
costumes are amazing. So, personally, I I I want to put this one in 1%. I love this movie. It's easily my favorite of all of them. I think this is going to be the one that I have to if both of us I'm going to do this. I'm going to say this. Each of us has one pass, one movie, no matter what the other person thinks, it's allowed to go wherever they want. For me, that's Aquaman. All the other movies, I'm okay discussing where we put it. Aquaman, though, has to be top tier. It's my favorite of all of these movies. Um, but out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on Aquaman 1?
I'd have to put it top tier as well because it was good. And then the guy that directed it does horror movies.
Yeah, James
And for
James
him to pick
Wan.
up a superhero movie and he's never done a superhero movie, he knocked it out.
Yeah, he did a great job. He did a great job. Okay. Well, what's your fun fact about Aquaman?
It's a fish movie.
Nice. All right.
I really didn't have a fun fact about Aquaman.
Okay. Oh, well, my fun. Okay, well, I have a fun fact. This is the first DCEU movie that I did on the channel. Did a video about, and Reed and I did it. We went to see it in IMAX. It was glorious in IMAX. It looked amazing. I
Oh,
was overly impressed at how it all looked underwater. I thought all the underwater stuff looked great. Atlantis looked in incredible to me. I thought Ocean Master was great. I thought Black Manta was great. Mera and Aquaman looked great. The orange and green suit was amazing. The third act with the final battle under the water where he comes out on the giant creature with the gold trident and the orange and green suit looked incredible. The fight scenes, unbelievably amazing. Overall, love this movie. The one thing I'd change about it, cut out all the crappy humor, and then it's great. Um, I genuinely think if you cut out all the dumb humor, it might be a perfect movie in my eyes. So I love
Wow.
that. I do love that movie. So, anyways, yes, we'll move on. Next movie, Shazam. What do you think?
Shazam!
My name is what? My name is who? My name is Shazam. All right, what do you think? What do you think about this movie?
I'd have to put it in. I liked it. I really liked it. It was good.
Same. I very much love this movie.
But
But what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
no, I'm not thinking. You'd hear the gears turning in my head like,
Where would you put it? Where would you put it?
uh, probably Captain Sparkle Fingers or My Man.
Okay, I would have put it in 1%, so I'm gonna put it in My Man since that's the middle point. I
Because
personally,
it was kind of goofy.
well, yeah, but I mean that was kind of the vibe of the movie. I don't know. Um I thought Shazam was a banger. I thought it was really good. Like from the trailers, I thought this is going to be a good movie. And then when I saw it, I was like, this is better than I thought. Because I was concerned a little bit going into it, thinking, oh, this is just going to be overly humor and like it's going to be ridiculous, whatever. And then it actually had a lot of heart to it, which I didn't see coming. Like with Billy and his foster parents and family, and then tracking down his mom and like
Oh
finding
yeah, because he
out
does find the mom.
because he finds out she didn't actually want him and stuff and and that's pretty serious. Like I don't know, it's emotional.
Supervillain origin right there, buddy.
Yeah, and then I love Freddy. Freddy is the goat. I love that character. um
Freddy's got Riz.
yeah, Freddy does have Riz, although he has more of that Riz in the next Shazam movie. um But yeah, no, I love this movie. I think it's hilarious. I think it's a fun time. This is a superhero movie that did comedy right. Like so many superhero movies fail to do comedy. This movie did it right. And I think it's great. So yeah, I love that movie. But moving on, unless you have a fun fact or story about Shazam.
Uh, I know there's a deleted scene where they show Savannah meeting Shazam, like when he was a kid, but they cut it out.
He made another Shazam,
No, yeah, so he remember Savannah was supposed to be Shazam,
right?
but because what scene did they do they do the car scene in the movie, right?
Yeah. The car crash, and then he gets taken to.
No, so they do a deleted scene where he's at his house and he goes in his elevator and the elevator takes him to see Shazam.
Oh, huh.
And I think Mark Strong played Savannah.
Right.
And that was like his second time playing a DC villain because he played Sinestro.
Yeah, I had not remembered that at all because as Sinestro, obviously he was all like pink and stuff, so and had hair, so he just looked so different. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, I thought he did good. I
Oh, and the movie you're about to watch, Mark Strong is in it and he's a good guy.
oh, that's a good clue. That's a good clue. Um, But yeah.
Riddle me this, Batman.
But yeah, no, good movie,
He's
Shazam.
60?
Yeah, I believe that. It's pretty.
No way. He's like Stanley Tucci.
He's getting
Tukey.
older. He's getting older. But no, overall, I think Shazam's great. I love the third act of this one as well, where he gives the his foster siblings the Shazam powers as well. I really love that. Didn't see it coming in the movie, and then when it happened, it was like, I love this. This is great. But yeah, overall, I really love Shazam. But moving on, next movie we got is Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. Woo! What a title! What a title!
What a movie.
Yes. Um. So with this movie, personally, this is my favorite performance from Margot as Harley.
Yeah.
This was my favorite one because this one she just felt very much like Harley Quinn this time. Like she's always felt like Harley. But this one because she was by herself for the most I mean, she had like a couple side characters with her, but because she was the lead, she felt like Harley to me. And I felt like they really nailed it on the writing,
Not Joker's
directing.
girl, because Joker's girl can't cut it.
Yeah, well, in Suicide Squad, she had more of that vibe of like, I'm the Joker's girl, and that's how she was. In the Suicide Squad, she was significant, but she didn't feel like a main character in that one, because in a way she kind of wasn't. Um, but in this one, in Birds of Prey, she is the main character, and I think they nail her in this movie. Like I think they did it perfectly. I really enjoy her in this movie. I don't love the supporting cast. I think the little girl, I forget the character's name. Um, I know in the comics it's Orphan, but I forget what
Yeah.
Cassandra Cain. Cassandra Cain.
Yep.
She's
Cassie Kane.
fine, I guess. Um, I could take her or leave her. I think they kind of ruin Huntress. I don't think they do Huntress very well in this movie. Um, and Black Canary's fine. Nothing crazy, but I think she's all right. I enjoy Ewan McGregor's Black Mask. I think he's fun. And Zaz is Zaz. I mean, he's fine too. I think the action scenes are really well done in this movie. I remember hearing behind the scenes they brought in the fight choreographers from John Wick, and you can tell the fight scenes are pretty good, pretty well done in this movie. Overall, I think it's a really fun movie. The last time I watched it was like a year ago, and I had a really fun time watching this movie. So personally, I could see putting this in Captain Sparkle Fingers, um, or or even My Man, but I don't know what your thoughts are on this movie. But I'm cool with either the middle tier or the tier above it. Um,
I'd say the middle tier because it was a decent movie. I liked it. Ewan McGregor plays a villain for basically the first time.
yeah, true. I think it's probably maybe the most underrated movie out of all these movies. Maybe. There's maybe one more I can think of that is underrated, um, but this one's definitely up there as one of the
I
most
think I know which
underrated.
one you're talking about.
It
A
came out.
Flash.
Ooh, no, I don't think that one is underrated. I think it's properly rated. No, I was gonna say Blue
Did
Beetle,
this did
but
this movie come out in 2021?
no, 2022. I think it's Blue Beetle. I think Blue Beetle's underrated, but
Oh wait. Okay. I was thinking of Black Adam because I'm like, what?
uh, no, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say Black Adam's necessarily underrated, but Blue Beetle definitely is because people just didn't go see it, which sucks.
No, because they think it's a DC movie, so they think it's stupid.
Yeah, I know. So hopefully James Gunn can turn that all around. And I think his name's Zolo. I don't know if I said that
Yeah,
right.
Zolo Manduro.
Yeah, I hope he gets he's obviously continuing as Blue Beetle, so
Dude, he
hopefully
kills it. He kills it in Cobra Kai. So
he was great as Blue Beetle, so hopefully he gets to, a second chance there.
Just wait till
Um,
they introduce Red Beetle.
there's a red beetle?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh, well, nevertheless,
'Cause I remember in the movie he goes up against like Indestructible Man.
right, right.
Literally, what is the
Um,
OMAC?
yeah, yep, that's right. Um, but next movie up, we
One man
have
army.
the first movie we got after COVID, which was Wonder Woman 1984.
And that was 2020, right?
Yes, yeah, it
Okay.
was.
That's weird because it's kind of weird to think that Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman 1984 came out the same year.
Yeah, they did. But one was like early in the year, and then one was like Wonder Woman 84 came out in August. I remember that.
I thought
Um,
84 came out in December.
no, no, it came out in August.
Are you sure?
Let me look. Let me double check. Let me fact check this. But I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I already got my answer.
Oh wow, that was quick.
Fast guy with answers.
So when was it?
It was on Christmas Day, 2020.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad.
What does the B mean?
I mean that makes more sense to be fair.
Oh, and it came out in theaters and on Max. That's why.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was such a dumb idea. But nevertheless, talking about the movie and what we thought about it, I'm not really a fan of this one, to be honest with
I
you.
no, I didn't like it as much as I like the third because like it kind of does a time jump because it's weird because
It was
we
just a
do
disappointing movie.
so if you look at Wonder Woman's timeline, it goes how does it go? It goes so she first appears up in Batman v Superman, which is 2016, the DCU timeline,
Right?
and then we see her a year later in Batman v Superman, and not in Justice League, which is 2017. Then we go back 100 years to the first Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, we go back 100 years after before Batman v Superman. Then we go 100 years to Justice League, and then we go back to 1984.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a mess. It's a mess. But my problem with this movie is it's just kind of boring. Like it's not it's 2.5 hours. It could have easily had a half hour of it cut. It spends a lot of time with Wonder Woman and
Steve,
Steve Trevor just kind of hanging out. And
but Steve Trevor's dead, and
and
he's in
it's
somebody
he's
else's
possessing some
body.
random dude's body. And there's a lot of I mean there's a lot of moral things that are wrong there, but um not even talking about that, but Cheetah I was excited for because I was like, wow, Cheetah, that's she's never been live action before, that's really cool. And then
They got Kristen Wiig to do it, and it was just weird.
it was very mid. Maxwell Lord was a kind of boring
It
villain.
was kind of, dude. It was really like Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Except I think no, yeah, no, it was. It literally was. Wow. Yeah, it was the same formula. It was the same formula. Overall, personally, I think this either goes in some kind of Suicide Squad or I'd half be tempted to put it in Martha. But
Uh,
I don't know. Where do you think it should go?
some kind of Suicide Squad because it kind of holds up. I like what they do with the Steve Trevor stuff.
Okay.
And then they
Yeah,
also they also get the OG Wonder Woman to show up in it, playing
that
another character.
that's true. That's true. That is cool. And you know what? They have some cool Wonder Woman stuff in there. Like they do have the scene where she learns how to fly, which I thought was I really liked that. I thought that was cool. I also liked oh there's I liked the little touch of the invisible jet. I thought that was cool.
Was the
Um
Invisible Jet in there?
yeah, yeah. Her and Steve Trevor, they get in that plane and they turn it invisible while they're flying in it. And that was like their nod to the audience of like, hey, we did the invisible jet, which I liked. I thought that was kind of cool. What I didn't like was
Oh,
the
okay.
fight scenes, the action. It was awful in this movie. It was very bad. That mall, the mall scene at the beginning should have been cool, but it was so lame. The way it was put together, so bad. But yeah,
I
overall,
remember.
should have been way
I
better.
think I watched it with my stepdad
Oh yeah,
on Matt. I don't remember, dude.
I don't blame you.
No, it was me, my stepdad, and my half brother. We watched it. Kind of weird.
I don't blame you. It's just such a. I mean, I don't even know if I can call it a mid movie. It's just not. It's not very good. It's just not very good.
It was kind of like a TV show, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, kinda. It was just. It had a lot of. I mean, it had big shoes to fill after the first one, and it did not even get close, unfortunately.
It was like clown shoes.
Yeah, yeah, true. But speaking of a movie that did not have big shoes to fill, but rather uh, made itself big, we got The Suicide Squad. Now, this movie was, in my opinion, a lot better than 2016's Suicide Squad.
A lot better.
Yeah.
A
Um,
lot better.
so what are we thinking? Where are we putting the Suicide Squad?
I don't want to put it. Is my man the second best?
Yep, that's second best.
Second best.
I wholeheartedly agree. I don't think it's 1% because there are elements of the movie I'm not a huge fan of, but it is really good. Like it's such a fun movie. Um, I think the main things I don't like, there's like a there's like a whole like storyline with Harley. I love Harley, but in this movie, there's like a whole 30-minute segment where she's like we follow Harley and she's with this prince and she kills this prince. Then she gets locked up, and then she breaks out, and I don't like any of it. It's so long and boring, and I I just didn't
Yeah,
care.
I thought it was weird that she was like the president of what was it? It was the president of whatever country they were trying to save. And there she's
Oh, I
like, I
don't
love
rem.
you.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And then he dies like 5 seconds after that. Because she kills him, right?
Yeah, she kills him because she's like, I promised myself the next time I even came across a man with a red flag, I'd kill that man. And
She
like
did.
I don't know. But overall, I like the movie, but I will say there are boring parts of it. Mainly the stuff with Harley, which kind of sucks because I like Harley. Um, and I also think like John Cena, Peacemaker, I think he's fun in the movie, but he gets so much better in Peacemaker, which I know I forgot to add to the list. And I mean we can throw that up at the end, like just saying like where we would put it. Um, but yeah, no, and I like Peacemaker better. I guess we can do it now. Where would you put? Have you seen Peacemaker? It's okay if you haven't.
No, I've seen Peacemaker. I like it. It's really, really good. I love Peacemaker.
Where would you put Peacemaker?
I would put Peacemaker probably 1%. I mean,
I think I would too, because I actually really love it. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, and then yeah,
yeah.
it was fantastic. So yeah, 1%. I would say. And then I guess the only things I would say about the Suicide Squad, similar to Suicide Squad, the casting is phenomenal again. Polka Dot Man is great, just specifically him. But also John Cena, Sylvester Stallone as King Shark. Love King Shark.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah,
No, yeah, I love
I dig this movie. I really like it. It's fun. I think some of the humor didn't work for me, like specifically when they would give humor to Rick Flag or like characters that shouldn't have humor. Even like Bloodsport, like he was given some lines that I was like, that just doesn't feel right coming from him or coming from, you know what I mean? Like they're meant to
No, yeah,
you
it just felt weird.
in any comedy, you have to have the straight man, and I feel like this movie didn't have that character, but it
No, I felt like it
clearly
was John Cena wholeheartedly.
but like the straight man in this movie, it felt like it should have been Joel Kinnaman's character Rick Flag and
Yeah.
Bloodsport. I feel like they should have been
And
the straight
I just
characters.
remember because there was more characters that was supposed to be in it, but James Gunn was like, "Hey, we're just gonna kill him," because you had Pete Davidson show up.
Captain. Oh,
He
and they
played,
killed off Jai Courtney's Captain Boomerang. That
yep, in like the first
sucked.
5 minutes.
He
They had
was so
Mong
good.
Gal. They had the
Yeah.
javelin. They had the TDK, the detachable kid.
I love
Um,
TDK. That was
they
such
had
a
Weasel.
good one. Weasel, even though Weasel survived and is coming back. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
I
Overall,
don't
I
know.
mean, it is a good movie, and I do rate the fact that it's called The Suicide Squad, and James Gunn killed off so many characters at the beginning. I do rate that. Um, but yeah. Oh, we forgot one. Who? Savant. We forgot Savant. Um,
Oh
but
yeah, because like James Gunn wants you to think that he's the main guy in the movie,
yep, and then he dies.
and then
Um,
I don't want to do this, and he runs away, and doesn't his head blow up?
yeah, Amanda Waller presses the button, blowing his head off. But
And that's only that. From what I remember, that happens in the first one with what's his face?
yeah,
Slipknot.
Slipknot. Yep, Slipknot. Because Captain
Because
Boomerang
didn't
convinces him
Boomerang tell him to
to.
do it, and he's like,
He's
okay.
like, Yo, dude, let's escape." And then he does it back him, and he's like, "Oh no, it was all him." Um, but
Yeah, he
no,
kind of throws him under the bus.
overall, I do like this movie a lot. It was very fun. But there are some things I don't like about it. So, yeah, fair enough. And then yeah, Peacemaker, 1%. Vigilante alone, love Vigilante. So,
Oh yeah,
um,
Vigilante.
he's the goat. He's the goat. I loved him. I loved
He
his whole show.
who else? Who else can I think of from Peacemaker's funny? The fat guy. A big every comedy has a fat guy.
Yep, Economos, or as Peacemaker
Yep.
calls him, Dye Beard.
No,
He,
yeah, because he does die. He literally dyed his beard for it.
yep, he's great. And I also love well, Peacemaker himself. John Cena's great. I love John Cena. So, um, but even the other two, Harcourt and oh, Amanda Waller's daughter. I can't think of the
Yeah,
character's
the one
name,
that like
but she's great too. She's fun. I like her in it. I can't think of her name right now, but she's great.
I'm looking it up.
Uh,
Leota.
Leota. Yeah, she's great. I loved her. But yeah, overall, love that show. And that brings us to the next movie, Black Adam. Now, we saw this in theaters together. Uh, this was a fun one. You, me, and Jacob got to go see it.
Oh
And
yes.
I actually really enjoyed this movie. I really did. I thought it was really fun. And for me, I thought the visuals were great. I thought the fight scenes were great. The Justice Society was awesome. I thought Dwayne Johnson actually did an all right job as Black Adam. This is just a fun movie to me. It's just such a fun movie. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I personally would put it in either uh, My Man or Captain Sparklefingers. I'd be okay with either one. But what
I'd
do
have
you?
to put in Captain Sparkle Fingers.
Oh, do you not like it?
Black Adam, not really.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like the music choice was really really questionable because like first 5 minutes they played Bullet with the Butterfly Wings by Smashing Pumpkins.
that's true. That was a weird choice.
Um kind of the whole thing where they do this.
Oh, the thing we were doing in the theater.
Yeah, the whole time every time we go see a DC movie.
Yeah.
Um
Hey, the soundtrack is memorable though. The little theme, the
yeah,
yeah. So I mean that's
and then
that's solid.
I do like the twist they do on the story
Wait, what was the?
because you do think because remember the
Wh-
son was originally the champion and then he gave it to the dad and then the son dies.
Oh yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, that was a good twist.
So that
That
was kind of
that was
it
good.
was good.
I didn't like them killing off Doctor Fate. That kind of sucked. but
No, that was kind of weird. But they did say that he was supposed to return somehow,
well, I mean, it's not gonna
which
matter
I don't
now.
see how because he
It's
literally died.
Yeah, I don't either. But overall, I like it though. I thought it was fun. But yeah, that's fair. Cool. Now we're to the four that came out this year. Now
Wow.
we've got. No, first off, we started off the year. We saw Shazam, Fury of the
In
Gods,
theaters.
and you and I don't think we've ever laughed harder in a movie that we went to see together than in this movie
At
with
a single scene.
a specific scene that had us dying, which was the wizard being Wonder Woman. Oh, it was so funny. Now, I have not watched it since we went to see it. When it was in theaters, I went and saw it twice, I believe, because I saw it with you and I saw it with Curtis and Curtis's friend Cody. But that was it. I saw it twice.
Oh yeah, I remember because we went to go see it, and you look over at me and you say, "Hey, I've already seen this," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I had seen it
And then
already. And
me and Jacob have like an inside joke where every time we go, I tell him, "Yeah, I'm gonna go see a movie with Blake," and he says, "Hey, just make sure you see it before he sees it."
that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I did see it. I did see it twice. But I personally don't fully get the hate that it gets. I actually thought I had a good time watching this movie both times I saw it. It didn't get worse for me. I liked it both times. Um, I really enjoy it actually. I think it still has a lot of heart, like the first one does. I think I think the comedy really works. Like I love the pen that writes everything they say. I thought that was a really funny joke.
Oh yeah,
Um,
wasn't it like a smart pen or whatever?
yeah, it was like a magic pen that anything they say, it'll write. And then I love the joke where Helen Mirren is reading the note and it gets to a point where she's like, "Do you want a Gatorade?" Sure. What colors do we have? Um, we have red. Like, I don't know. I thought that was
Oh yeah, I
funny.
remember that.
Or I love the bit where they save the people on the bridge, and then Shazam's like, "All right, guys, now the only thing left to do, we just have to keep this bridge from collapsing." And then it cuts to the news, and they're like, "The local bridge collapsed today." Like, that was such a good joke. I
Yeah,
thought that was funny. I don't know. I thought this movie was fun. Um, Personally, I still had a great time with it. I would put it in Captain Sparkle Fingers. Um, just because I think so far with what we put in Captain Sparkle Fingers, I think our movies that are just like fun times to watch a movie. Um, I don't think it's as good as the first one, which obviously we have the first one in My Man. So, but I don't think it's like,
and don't forget that the guy that played the janitor in Peacemaker was in Shazam,
oh yeah, he was at the beginning.
but he wasn't the same guy, which was weird.
No, he's playing like like
Just a
a
bystander.
tour guide. Wasn't he a tour guide at the museum? I don't remember, but he was at that
I don't
museum.
remember, but then remember that Diedrich Bader was in it too.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The biggest gripe I have with this movie though is that Zachary Levi's performance did not change from the first movie, where Billy Batson is now clearly older, so he should have acted a bit older. And unfortunately, he didn't. So like the performances did not match, and so that's kind of annoying. Um,
Yeah,
where in the first one it matched pretty well. So that would be my biggest complaint is that, and that I mean that is a big thing in the movie, but overall I still had a
and
really good time
then
with this movie.
I remember some when Pedro they're like, we got to tell you something, and then Pedro's like, I'm gay,
Oh,
and then we're like, yeah, you know,
that's a good joke when they're all like, "Let's all say the truth on the count of three. 1, 2, 3," and then he says, "I'm
yes, I'm
gay,"
gay.
and they're like, "Yeah, we know, bud." I did think that was pretty good too. I like the jokes in this movie. I don't know, but so personally for me, I would put it in Captain Sparkle Fingers.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because I mean, and then I mean, we already talked about it, but Shazam on Wonder Woman's face,
Yeah, that was very funny.
that was funny.
Yeah,
Here, I'm pulling it up right now on my computer.
that was definitely the best moment out of any of the superhero movies we saw this year. It was just so fun.
Oh, it was,
Um, but anyways, all right, cool. We're down to the last three. Um, all right, so now we got The Flash. Now this movie I saw three times. I saw it with Reed, I saw it with you,
oh, yeah.
and I saw it with Curtis. Well, with Curtis, I mean Curtis, my parents, and Curtis's friend Cody. We all went together to see it. But yeah, I saw it with Reed, and then I saw it with you. Um, I am very mixed on this movie. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of rankings, and everybody's putting it like top three. I don't get it. I don't think it's top three, personally. Um, Mainly because young Barry annoys the crap out of me. On
Well, like Baby Barry or actually like Young Barry?
like the one with the long hair, the one that
Oh, yeah.
the that one. He just annoys me to an nth degree. I just don't like that storyline, and 30 minutes of that movie is spent with that Barry. Um, and I just don't like that stuff. There's some funny stuff in it. Like I like the bit where our Barry, loses his powers and then he tries running around the room. That is the funniest joke in that movie. 'Cause it just it makes fun of the stupid run he does. I also love the joke where when they're they're getting ready to get out of the Batwing and they get lowered down and young Barry turns towards Barry and his mask is all like messed up on his face. That is really funny too. I thought that was really funny. But overall, I think it's just a middle of the road movie. Like I think it's cool at times. I love all the Michael Keaton stuff. I love that stuff. I really loved Sasha Kaye as Supergirl, and I went into it not thinking I was gonna like her, because I'm so used to the blonde hair, uh, red dress Supergirl. And so to see this completely different looking Supergirl, I just wasn't for it at first, but she sold me right
Yeah,
away.
no.
I really liked her. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Overall, I think it's fine. And I also love the George Clooney cameo at the end. I think that was hilarious.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Very.
so I don't know. It's like such a middle of the road movie for me. Personally, I would put it in Captain Sparkle Fingers, but I don't.
Yeah,
That's just me.
I'd have to agree with you on that because it was actually good, and like the only iffy part was the CGI.
Oh, I didn't even mention that. That was rough. That was rough.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really bad actually. All right, yeah, we'll put in Captain Sparkle Fingers. Um, cool. Okay, and now we got Blue Beetle. What are we thinking? Oh, have you seen it?
Yeah,
Oh, you watched it?
yeah, I've watched it.
I thought when we went to see the movie, when did we go see a movie? We went to see Aquaman. Didn't you say you hadn't seen it yet?
No, I said I seen it.
Oh, okay. Uh, what'd you think?
I actually liked it. It was it was good. I liked because wasn't Susan Sandra? She was like Victoria Cord or whatever.
Yeah, she was.
She was
Yeah,
Ted
yeah,
Cord's
she's the
daughter,
villain. She's Ted Cord. No,
and
she's
then
Ted
her.
Cord. No, no, no. She's Ted Cord's sister.
Okay, and then isn't like the granddaughter
Yeah, yeah.
uh
Ted Cord's
Jaime?
kid. Ted Cord's daughter is, I forget the character's name, but she's the one who gives
That's Jaime's love
Jaime.
interest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's Jaime's love interest. Yeah.
And then I remember I love George Lopez in it. That was funny.
Yep. The Uncle Rudy. I
Yeah,
remember the character's name. He was so good. I really enjoyed
and
him.
then the bad grandma. I can't say what I just said.
No, that's fine. That's not a bad. That's
Oh,
not that bad. But no, the grandma, the family. I love the family. The dad. Oh
yeah, the family.
No, what an emotional scene when he dies. Spoiler alert, but whatever. When the dad dies, oh, that's such a sad scene though. It was actually really sad because I really liked the dad. He was probably my favorite family member, and then he died. That was really sad. So um, and no, Jaime, he's great. The suit is incredible. I love the suit. The fight choreography is great. The way they utilized the Blue Beetle powers was amazing. They just did a really good job with this movie. The weakest part is the villains, and they're just mid. They're mid.
Yeah,
Um,
I have to agree with you on that one.
so I don't know. I'm okay with Captain Sparklefingers or My Man. Or where do you want to put it? What are you thinking?
My man for sure.
All right. Yeah, bet. I agree. Um, all right, bet. Now we're to the last DCEU movie. We got Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
It should have been called Aquaman in the Last Kingdom.
Yeah. I
Spoilers.
ah this is an annoying one
It was
because
it
I
was
really wanted to love this one and
I liked it. I gave a good review about it to people.
I thought it was okay. I love the action sequences. I love Black Manta, the suit. I think he looks awesome. I I very much loved Ocean Master in this movie, which he was great in the first one, but I loved him even more in this one, I think. I thought I don't know. I mean, I loved a lot of the movie. I love the scene where Black Manta breaks into Atlantis and does that whole chase scene where he's trying to escape Atlantis and they're chasing after him. I love that scene. That is my favorite scene in that movie.
Yeah,
However, the movie falls off for me as soon as we get to Aquaman breaking Orm out of prison and they do that
yeah,
whole thing in the jungle area. Did not like that because of Aquaman. Jason Momoa was just not
brother.
playing Aquaman. And it was like, I don't know what was going on there. So I didn't like any of that stuff. Um, but I did like I said, I liked all the Black Manta stuff. I actually really standout character for me. I loved um Dr. Chen. I thought he was
Yeah,
great.
he is a good actor, but I
What's
liked
the
his
actor's
character. He
name
was
is
the
what's the actor's name? Randall Park, right?
yeah Randall Park.
Yeah, he was great. I loved his story arc. You could tell like he was meant to be the comedic relief, but he actually had like he wasn't just the comedic relief. He actually was made into a significant character to the point where when he handed the suitcase that was meant to have or no, not the suitcase. Oh no, yeah, it was a suitcase. He handed the suitcase to Black Manta. It was meant to be Aquaman's baby, but it was a bomb instead. He betrayed Black Manta. Like he was great. Standout character in my opinion. I liked him a lot in this movie. So overall, I'm kind of 50-50 on this movie. I half liked it, half didn't like it. So I don't know. I don't know where I'd probably put it. I'm honestly between Captain Sparklefingers or some kind of Suicide Squad. That would be me.
I'd say Captain Sparkle Fingers because this. I mean, it has its moments.
I agree. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Um, okay. So overall, right now, going back through it just one more time, at the bottom, Martha, we got Justice League. In some kind of Suicide Squad, we have Wonder Woman 1984, the original Suicide Squad movie, and Batman v Superman. In Captain
Yeah.
Sparklefingers, we have Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, The Flash, Shazam Fury of the Gods, Black Adam, Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. In My Man, we got Blue Beetle, The Suicide Squad, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Man of Steel, Shazam 1, and then in 1% chance, the best of the best, we have Aquaman 1 and Wonder Woman 1. Um, all right, so Alex, before we wrap all this up in this live stream, in Martha with Justice League, is that moving or is that staying there?
That is staying there.
Okay, next, in some kind of Suicide Squad, we have Wonder Woman 84, Suicide Squad, and Batman v Superman. Do you think any of those should move from that tier?
That should stay.
Okay, and then is that the right order? Is Suicide Squad better than Wonder Woman 84?
It's a hard one.
Okay. I don't know either. I think it is though. And the reason I think that is because Wonder Woman 84 is, I'm pretty sure it's longer. And if it's not longer, it feels longer, I think. At least
Let's
you
look
got
up runtime.
at least you got a great cast, to keep you engaged in Suicide Squad. Not saying the cast in Wonder Woman 84 is not great, but it's just kind of boring. And Margot Robbie's Harley and Jai Courtney's Captain Boomerang, Will Smith as Deadshot, like they're very good. They're so entertaining. So I think personally, I'd probably put Suicide Squad above Wonder Woman 84, but honestly, I could see it either way. And then I do think Batman v Superman is better than uh both of those movies. Do you agree with
Okay,
that?
which movie did you think was longer?
I thought Wonder Woman 84 was longer.
Hold on. Wonder Woman. It's not showing me the runtime. Run time. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wonder Woman was longer by 21 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is a significant difference. 20 minutes is a long time.
Yeah, a very long time.
So, yeah, I think let me know if you disagree. And so in this tier right now, Wonder Woman 84 is the bottom of the tier, then Suicide Squad, and then Batman v Superman. Do you agree?
Yeah, I have to agree on that one.
Okay. All right, this one might be a little bit harder. So next we got Captain Sparklefingers. So at the bottom of this tier right now, we have Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Is Aquaman and the Lost
Mhm.
Kingdom better or worse than The Flash?
No.
You think Flash is better?
No.
Oh, okay. You think
Aquaman.
Aquaman's better than Flash?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is better or worse than Shazam Fury of the Gods?
Yes.
You think Aquaman's better?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Chris Shazam. Oh, Aquaman. You never had like those laughing like we didn't burst into laughter.
Is that a good thing though that we didn't?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
because when Shazam pops up, he's trying to be serious to Billy.
Okay, that's true. All right, sure, sure, sure. Is Aquaman 2 better or worse than Black Adam?
I'd say Black Adam's better than Aquaman too.
Okay, I agree. And then do you think Aquaman 2 is better or worse than Birds of Prey?
That's the thing. I haven't seen Birds of Prey in a while, so I'll let you answer it.
I personally think Birds of Prey is better.
Okay, I'll take that answer.
I also think Birds of Prey is better than Black Adam, personally. Um, okay, now do you think The Flash is better or worse than Shazam Fury of the Gods?
I'd say Shazam is better than the Flash.
Okay, I agree. All right, so then right now we got Flash at the bottom of the tier, Shazam: Fury of the Gods, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, Black Adam, and then Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, now next tier, my man. All right, is Blue Beetle better or worse than the Suicide Squad?
No.
You think Suicide Squad's better?
The Suicide Squad or Suicide Squad?
The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I'd have to agree because
Okay. Do you think
the Suicide Squad's the only reason I have HBO. The only reason I have Max.
okay. Do you think the Suicide Squad is better or worse than Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Oh, Snyder's cut is way better.
Okay. Do you think Snyder Cut is better or worse than Man of Steel?
I'd say Man of Steel is better than Snyder cut.
Okay. And then do you think Man of Steel is better or worse than Shazam?
Man of Steel is better than Shazam.
Okay. Is Shazam better than the Snyder Cut?
Snyder cut's better.
Okay. Do you think Shazam is better or worse than the Suicide Squad?
I'd put Shazam very last.
Below Blue Beetle?
I mean, they're all good movies, though. That's the thing.
Sure, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
But the
Yeah,
top one's a great movie, but they're all good movies.
yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, and then the last tier, I guess finishing out that tier, I guess. So Shazam's bottom of the tier. Above it's Blue Beetle. Above that's the Suicide Squad. Above that is Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then the top of the tier is Man of Steel. Sound good?
Yeah, I like that.
All right,
Yeah, I
cool.
have to agree with
All right, last tier, top tier, the two best. Which is better, Aquaman or Wonder Woman?
that. Aquaman.
Alrighty then. I agree. Okay, then everybody, this is our final tier ranking of the DCEU. Crazy to think that this is the end of that chapter. We'll probably never talk about these again. Well, who knows? You never know, actually. But for right now, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any reason to talk about them because we're going to be moving on to James Gunn's DCU, assuming Warner Brothers doesn't go bankrupt. Um, we're planning to move on, but this is our tier. Let us know in the comments. Do you agree with our tier? What would you put where? What would you move around? I know a lot of people will probably put Batman v Superman a bit higher, or because I just know a lot of people like that movie, or um, I don't know how many people are going to put, and I know a lot of people have been loving Flash as well, and they'll probably put that higher, but this is just our opinions. Let us know your opinions in the comments below. Because I'd love to hear what you guys think about each of these movies. I do love these movies, even the ones that I don't super love. I'm a DC fan at the core, at my core. Um, and I can't wait to see what James Gunn brings. I wish these movies were more successful than they were. Obviously, some of them were pretty successful. Aquaman made over $1 billion. Wonder Woman was and is still, I believe, the most popular female led superhero movie of all time. So, like, obviously, some of these did do really well, but a lot of them did not. So, hopefully, James Gunn, being James Gunn, you know, does what he does and makes everything better. Oh, I did just realize, sorry, Alex, we put Peacemaker in the top tier. Is it bottom of the tier? How does that stack up against Wonder Woman and Aquaman?
Okay, that's the thing. They're all great things.
Yeah, that
So,
that's really hard. Maybe because
mm,
it's a TV show as well, it's hard to compare it to movies. Maybe
yeah, I
let's
think
just leave it at the
it's a
bottom. Let's leave it at the bottom of the tier and just like let's put Wonder Woman and Aquaman above it just because they're movies. They're shorter, they're easier to rewatch and stuff than watching 8 episodes of a show. So we'll just say Peacemaker's at the bottom, but Peacemaker is top tier. It's great. So, um, but yeah, so let us know and include Peacemaker in your guys' rankings if you do comment anything. We don't usually get any comments on the live streams, and I get that. And you probably didn't even make it this far into the live stream to even hear this, but please do love to hear your comments on this ranking. Uh, and maybe I might make this into a YouTube short and just post this as a YouTube short, showing our ranking so that other people can comment because people comment all the time on YouTube Shorts. So maybe I can do
That's
that.
offensive.
Um, but yeah, this was fun. I can't wait until 2025. I mean, it's 2024. We have a whole year of, well, not much,
We
unfortunately.
got one DC movie coming out.
Which hopefully will be a banger, to be fair.
It's gonna be a banger. What are you talking about?
I mean, the first one was really good, but it didn't make me think, yeah, they should make a
I
sequel.
mean, Flash Behind Bars looks really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But no, Joker 2 hopefully will be good.
Yeah.
Final season of Superman and Lois, I'm sure will be great. Um, I think that's it for DC though. Marvel, there's a few things, but Deadpool 3 I'm sure will be good. Uh, I don't know about the Sony stuff. Venom 3, we'll see.
We'll
Madam,
have to see what they're because the only confirmed character for Venom 3 is Venom.
yeah, I know. So I don't know about that one. Madam Web looks like a CW show. Um, and
Yeah.
what's the other one? Oh yeah, Craven the Hunter. That
That's the only one that looks good.
that does look good. So hopefully that's. I love that actor too. Um, Kick Ass. Love that actor. So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
hopefully that's good.
Quicksilver.
If it's bad, I'll have to say I didn't see that coming. Um, but yeah, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. But that's literally all the superhero content we're getting this year, as far as I'm aware. Um, but hopefully it's bangers. And then hopefully at some point we get a trailer for Superman Legacy. I'm not gonna hold my breath, as they're not even starting shooting until March. Um, but we are getting oh no, we're getting Creature Commandos this year. The first thing of the new DCU. I'm not really that excited for it to be honest with you, but hopefully it's good. Um, but yeah, that was fun. Any anything you want to say before we sign out here, Alex?
I'm not a fuck.
All right. And on that note, we're going to sign out. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with all your friends and family. Hit that bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. As mentioned at the beginning of the stream, Alex and I reacted to the Flash movie, which ironically we put in the middle tier. Um, so stay tuned for that because you'll get Alex's first time reaction to that movie, and you'll get my,
Ever.
oh my gosh, that's
Ever.
my fourth watch of that movie. I watched it 3 times and then watched it a fourth time with you for a video. That's crazy. I watched it 4 times. So stay tuned for my fourth time watch of the movie and Alex's first time watch of the movie. That will come. I believe that's coming. Actually, I'm not gonna say because spoil. Well, I've already said it's coming. It's coming, and nobody's gonna get this far in the stream anyway. It's February, just so you know. It'll be
Oh
February.
man.
Yeah, because
I was hoping a birthday gift.
I already have January booked up with movie reactions. So the first week
Huh?
of February
Huh?
will be Flash. So, and because right now uncut, the Flash movie reaction is 3 hours long.
And
And
an hour of that is just my snarky remarks, my zingers.
well,
Get it? Zinger, zinger.
yeah, I do get it. No, actually, a lot of it is the ad breaks. But uh
Oh, I forgot about that.
once I cut those out, it'll be quicker. But for
And then a
now,
week later, I got ads back. I got free. I got no ads.
yeah, I know. It's like, dang, because the movie was already 2.5 hours. So imagine like 5 minute ad breaks, but like
Sorry, I was
every
on a
10
tight budget at
minutes,
the time.
every 10 minutes.
My friend Jeff told me to.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. But no, it'll be a fun video. I can't wait for everybody to see that. Um, and yeah, Movie Man Mondays every Monday, and I'm starting Smallville next week, I think. Unless I get behind on the edit, then it'll be the week after that. But Smallville will be starting soon, and then we'll be starting. Well, I might even add another show to my week. We'll see. It depends on how that goes. I'm not going to promise anything too much. All I'm promising right now are Movie Man Mondays. That's all I'm promising. I'm not even going to promise Smallville because we'll see. Um, but yes, exciting times. Let's go. 2024, the year of success. 10,000 subscribers at least. That's what we're going for. Yep, it's no doubt in my mind. We're hitting it. We're hitting that subscriber count. So let's go. All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace
Good
out,
night.
everyone. Woo! All right, outro.
Break. I'm gonna live like a king by doing my thing. Hey, I am on break. I'm
Man, I
gonna
hope
live
that-
like free. I'm gonna do it like me. Yo,
Man, that was a good
I am
outro for
on
me. Did you
break.
see what I did with
No,
the light?
this is not fake. I'm just chilling on break.